Stupid Question by Timidly Toem. It sounds simple, but it really isn't. Was it ever a yes or no answer to begin with? So invasive and unsettling in nature. Why does it concern you? It's not like you could do anything if I happen to not be okay. I'm fine. Okay. Nothing much. Ugh. How do I answer this? It's a trap. One I won't walk into. Oh, or already have. Only a psycho would ask a human such a thing. Only an unhappy menace who. It's only a question. Calm down. Should I tell the truth? Because I'd love to overshare about my problems and get another useless piece of advice. Or get looked at with pity. Awe that I still am alive and haven't ended it all yet. How am I supposed to know if I'm happy or not? Isn't that a status only a third party could dispense? Look at me rambling. Oh, I really wish this question would get wiped off the face of the earth. I wish that a stupid question like this would be banned from public access. I'm the last person who should answer this, so I better not confront this nightmare again. I'll never know. I'll never know. Thank you so much for watching my third Timidly Toem. This one, whew, I have so much to say about this one, but I don't know if I can say a lot of it in words. Basically, this question boils my blood. It boils it. And it's just because of a lot of factors, but I've tried to put it down into 3 questions so that we can all have a conversation in the comments below if you want to join. This is a safe space to be vulnerable, to be emotional, to, even laugh at yourself for past experiences. This is a place for healing, so do not be afraid to say anything, even if you seem like the only one who's commented, because I haven't gotten a comment yet. Which I understand. I only have 1 subscriber, and not a lot of people see my videos to begin with. But don't be afraid, because I will immediately, especially since I have nobody else to talk to about these, I will respond and we can have a meaningful conversation, even if you're not subscribed. I just want to connect with somebody else on here, and if you want to be the first one to do it, even if you're not the first, go ahead and do it. But yeah, let's get into this. The first question I have is this question answerable? I really don't believe that a question like this was ever meant to be a yes or no. That's why it was like the first thing that I addressed in this poem. Was it ever a yes or no question to begin with? It sounds simple, but it really isn't. Some people might be like, bro, it's not that big a deal. Just say yes or just say no. No, it's much deeper than that. Are you happy? That question is just so baffling to me, and it it's something that is much deeper than a simple 1 word answer. Life is way too complex, and your emotions surrounding what's going on in your life, and how you understand what's even going on in your life. It's another thing about that. My answer changes every day. One day I'm super happy, on top of the moon, couldn't feel better. The next I feel like garbage. Obviously that's an extreme example. Like, I'm not saying every other day I'm feeling like trash, but it really does feel like it's constantly flipping over and over again, where, like, let's say for this week I feel amazing, but next week I might feel like absolute trash. Like, that's why I think that this is not answerable. And then my frustration towards this question also comes from the fact that I don't know where my life is at the moment. It is so scary how much it changes. My second question is, can any advice truly help us in the situation or help us to find happiness? I said something in the tome about getting another useless piece of advice. And it's not to try to trash anyone who's tried to help me. Of course, when I hear people try to give me, some advice whenever I'm down, I take it in. But I also take it in with a grain of salt because usually it's cliche. Maybe it's just the people I'm around, but usually it's like not helpful. Like, I could tell someone I broke my arm and they'd be like, hey, keep your head up. What do you mean, bro? My arm's broken, bro. Things like that. I know they're trying to help, but it's useless. How is that supposed to help me? And my third question would be, does this get easier to grasp as we get older? Maybe I'm just spiraling because I'm a 19-year-old kid who's just trying to find their way in life. And hearing something like this is so intimidating that my blood does boil. Maybe I'd love to blame it on my age, on the fact that I'm such at a pivotal age where I am getting out of being a kid. I'm learning how to be more independent. I'm taking on more and more responsibilities. Maybe asking me this in such a transitional time of my life is what makes it so baffling. But then, you know, I guess that's something I have to wait till I get older to understand. I know that everybody could use even a little bit of this type of exercise just so they can understand themselves better. They can be more sure in what they believe and how they feel, because emotions aren't something to run away from. Trust me, I've run away from emotions my whole life, and that's why I am working so hard to revert that horrible habit. Now, as a 19-year-old, I've seen the adverse effects, and the last thing I want to do is continue in that direction. So that's why I'm here, and that's why you can benefit from this. Everybody could use a little bit more emotional awareness mixed in with a little bit of laughs. I know you guys see my little bit of edits here and there, and then, oh, I mean, the singing. That's a laugh. That's the laughing stock of my videos, just in itself. But everybody could use a little bit of laughs. Everybody could use a little bit of more seriousness and more awareness in their emotions. And this is what this channel is for. So if you are looking for that, if you would love to engage in your emotions in a new way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and go ahead and join the conversation or start it, whatever position you're in. This is a safe space to be vulnerable. I hope you guys noticed that I have made a new banner, a banner for my channel, and I'm very, very happy because my page looks much nicer than it did before. I hope you guys like it. I thought it was just funny. I did make that pixel art myself. I'm an artist, as you can see by my profile picture, but I had to stun on him one more time. Go ahead and make probably one of the best banners on the platform. So, if you also like that, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Just let me know. I'm here. I'm excited and ready to talk to you guys whenever you guys are ready. I'm here. But that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here and making it to the end. I really do take this seriously. Yeah, that being said, thank you for watching, and remember that vulnerability is strength. I'll do the same as you. I'll try and hold it up. Soon I hope, or as soon as I'm old enough.